so
I bet
everybody-
so much
Hello,
stuff
everyone.
there is bolted down.
And we're live.
And we're back on a watch list.
Yep.
That's
Wait,
how
back
me
on?
and Maria got on the watch list in the first place.
No, I think
No, the
10
only thing that
candles
gets
put
you
me
on the
a
watch list is disabling the Diet Coke button.
All the things we Googled during 10 Candles.
I didn't need to Google all those chemicals. I knew what was flammable and what made
I
mustard
know,
gas.
me too.
Charlie. All
In
right.
the apocalypse, we're going to be really helpful. Just saying.
Help.
Some of us are. Hello, welcome back to Tales from the Forgotten Troop. More Jukebox Justice. I say things here. If you're enjoying what we're doing, you can
Words.
support, stuff, words, support the show. We have a Redbubble, we have a coffee, we have like one affiliate link. Take your poison.
You can send us cold hard cash. Yeah.
Or soft, warm cash if you prefer.
Oh,
That sounds really uncomfy.
is that sweaty boob cash? Is that the same thing? Because I don't want your
I
sweaty
was more
boob
just
cash.
thinking like cash
Unless
is
it's
in a
hundreds.
wallet
If you give
because
me
it's
hundreds
just
for
like
your sweaty boobs, I don't know, I guess.
Anyway.
money.
You can find all of our social media accounts on our Beacons page and keep up with updates about the show, and find a link to join our Discord. Keep up with updates there, whatever you like. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, you can catch us live most Fridays. This is one of them, but you weren't here, so sad for you.
Mhm.
But we can go around and have everyone introduce themselves and who they're playing. And kind of a basic icebreaker question. Where did it go? I looked at it earlier. What are you grateful for today and why? Maybe we just need some kindness. Maybe this is actually a good icebreaker for us.
yeah.
I'll start. I'm Tess. I play Sylvie, aka Valkyrie, and she is currently grateful for the fact that her girlfriends are here with her as she faces down her doom. So
Where's our pet werewolf?
Eating peanut butter and taking a nap.
That sounds right.
Hope he's not taking a nap. Somebody has to make sure that portal doesn't collapse.
Yeah, Sam, Spuds and
That's
Tex
what
are
the
doing
potato
that.
wizard is for.
If all else fails, stuff it with potatoes. That'll keep it open.
I'm Maria. I
We'll
play
get hash
Elena,
browns.
aka Easy Living. She's on. Besides hash browns, she's thankful that Sylvia didn't insist on doing this alone.
Hmm.
Because
Did you give her a
This-
choice, though?
no,
No.
Yeah.
we did not. Even if she insisted, we would have been here anyways.
We would have ignored her, but
It's for her own good.
Roxy's good with boundaries, but probably not that one. You
The
know,
one boundary Roxy ignores.
you're
Self-sacrifice?
Yeah.
No.
Certain death.
Nope. If it's gonna get you killed, it's a no.
No from me, dog.
No from me. I will re-implement the buddy system so fucking fast.
How does the buddy system become a threat in this campaign?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The threat all along.
Do we have Spuddy system merch?
No.
Did that
No,
happen
we
yet?
need it. Yeah,
I
you're right.
need a shirt that just has two potatoes holding hands.
With cowboy hats on them.
Oh my god. All right,
I
Jenna.
can do this.
Please make
I can
this
do
for me.
All right, I will make this. Potatoes are very easy to draw because it's just like a squiggly circle with like,
Potatoes Not for you. with little stick figure
Oval.
arms and legs
yeah,
holding hands.
This is very easy. This will not take long.
All I need.
Spuddy system.
I'll go ahead and go next here. Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Crow, alternatively just Crow, and I will again be playing Joe Hatathli, aka Coyote. There we go. Joe is thankful for. I think we'll say thankful that Henry is here. I'm not familiar with what happened last episode, but I still assume we're in a similar situation, so he's thankful that she is here. even if their
How
relationship
fun.
is still not back to what he would prefer.
That is going
Ooh.
to be a big disappointment for you in a few moments. But
Oh
okay.
shit, what happened?
We didn't take her.
Boss fight!
Technically there.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
I'm Brianna. I play Cynthia Evans, otherwise known as Echo. And along the lines, other answers, I think she's very grateful that Valkyrie did not make the self-sacrifice play, because she was worried about that.
Not yet.
Mhm.
Yet.
Really weird.
Not
Everybody
yet.
was worried about this one thing.
Shocking, I had
damn
no
it.
idea why.
The fuck if you get to go alone?
I rolled a 4 on the d20, so you do not get a team. You currently have 7, though, so plenty of team to go around.
And I'm Jenna. I play Roxy, aka Calamity. And she's grateful for
The garlic bread she stuck in her pocket.
Yeah, no, definitely the snacks that she packed for the Feywild. And that
I don't think she packed those specifically for the Feywild.
She just always has
No,
snacks.
she
Has
always had
them.
snacks. How did she get all these pockets on her outfit? Natalie actually made her outfit with all kinds of super secret pockets. It is
Yes.
skin tight, but they're super secret pockets where she keeps snacks, okay?
The true epitome of pocket dimension.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
pocket dimensions for sure.
Natalie
Like Natalie is
secretly has hammer space abilities.
I was about to
was gonna
say,
say-
she installed hammer space. Wait, Natalie invented second space in in San Sebastian.
There we
It's
go.
canon now.
There we go.
and instead of using it for something really useful, it is used for snacks. So
Snack storage.
I mean, you can be
That's gross, bro.
fashionable and have pockets. What is there not
this
to
is
love?
important. Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
But yeah, so she's thankful for garlic bread and that she has her girlfriends with her and that they're all still alive right now.
Right now.
Right now.
For now.
Yeah.
What the hell did I miss?
I'm glad you asked.
You
The
could
way
have
y'all are
tiny
talking, I'm
Previously-
getting more and more concerned.
Previously
have
on
tiny
Jukebox
wings.
Justice. Cynthia and Elena tripped and fell in the portal.
Oops.
So they conveniently joined up with Roxy and Sylvie in the Feywild.
They were making out and it just toppled
They're
right
normally
over.
so graceful and like coordinated, but for whatever reason they just stumbled.
Elena got a little too excited. The gravity went wonky right into the portal.
That's deeply ironic, considering.
I love
Oh,
this.
Was
yeah,
that
well,
an
well.
entire innuendo? We'll never know.
So when the two of them met up with Roxy and Sylvie and Fern, the team went over, met up with the rest of the sprites and got more information about their conflict with the Red Caps. They came up with a plan to develop a strike team and have the members of JJ cause a distraction to pull the attention of the Red Caps away from the area where Thistle was being held to do an extraction. With the help of Cynthia's telepathy and Sylvie's scouting experience, they were able to venture deep into Red Cap territory, avoiding conflict along the way. Is good.
And then Roxy remembered she could teleport and just got Thistle out.
When the group found themselves on the edge of the clearing where the Red Cap sort of stronghold was in some old castle ruins, Cynthia tricked some of them into thinking they saw a few deer, which got a lot of their attention and helped lower their defenses as several of them went on the hunt. Roxy used a teleportation ability of hers to appear in the cell where Thistle was being kept and pulled her out of there without much issue. While the rest of the forest had more activity thanks to Cynthia's shenanigans, the team made a stealthy exit, and when they finally reached the sort of battlefield area between the Red Cap territory and the Sprite area, they were finally faced with the hunt.
Found
the
us.
Feywild.
In the
They
Feywild.
found us. Yeah.
Fuck.
And they got home field advantage now.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's what you get for going through a portal.
Hmm.
So, and meanwhile, Coyote's just hanging out with Spuds and Tex on the other side of the portal, like nothing's wrong.
Fangirling so hard.
Okay.
Ready to
Yeah.
rumble.
we have caused Crow and Coyote anxiety within. the
Look what
first
you
minute
did!
of the
You
game.
gave
was
him
not-
anxiety.
Crow was not anxious. Not up until this exact moment.
Mhm, mhm.
Concerned, maybe, but not anxious.
All right.
I don't know why you had to get up just to lay back down again,
Which one was that,
So-
Lily?
Lily.
She's a baby. At least it's not crying at the window, right?
Well, yeah. That's... both dogs are inside. Nobody's crying at the window.
Good. Alrighty. So, while Coyote is just kind of
I swear to God.
chilling outside,
I'm waiting for the hunt to show up in
Yep.
the place that we prepared for them to show up.
yep,
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Fuck.
and you're all alone. So,
It's fine.
Well, I mean, I've got all of our backup that we brought.
but you're all
in
alone.
The real world. Fuck.
But the rest of
I'm
you,
just gonna mute now.
Good thing that you brought all that backup for us to face him.
you all were very convinced that this confrontation was going to be happening there in like a few hours. So,
We were right. We were just wrong on where there was.
all right. So the rest of you, kind of where we left off at our previous session, the Huntsmaster gives a signal and everyone charges forward to engage. So, I will be gracious and say, because the team, the portion of the team that is there in the Feywild experiencing this, is entering battle together, so we can go through our questions. So, let me make a list here. Who's the leader?
Sylvie.
Sylvie,
I think Sylvie actually thinks she's the leader in this situation for once.
this one time I'll be in charge. This one time.
Yes.
After this, I don't
Ever
want to be in
again.
charge ever again.
I want to rip out this man's throat, and that's about it.
Get a spine too while you're there.
So we
do
can
that.
kill.
What did Elena say?
Sylvie. Cynthia doesn't have enough information on this place.
Mhm,
Cool. And I think, Sylvie, don't you have influence over everyone?
mhm.
I believe so.
Okay. What is your purpose?
Fine. Remove from.
Stop the hunt.
Stop the
Stop.
hunt.
Remove
Stop this
spine.
curse.
Stop/defeat the hunt.
Remove spine.
Step 1, remove spine. Step 2,
Okay.
profit.
I mean,
Does
same
anyone
thing.
Be like-
does anyone
It was just
mistrust
an action step, not
Sylvie?
No.
a.
He hasn't done dumb shit yet, so.
We'll see
Well,
how
I
long this
guess-
lasts.
We trust her that. Yeah.
No.
We're still waiting for her to try to sacrifice herself again.
Do any of you feel ill prepared or off balance?
Yes.
I will say off balance in Cynthia's
Yeah.
case because they are out of position.
I
I
I'd
was
say
gonna say we just got big again, so we're probably a little off balance.
yeah. Also, I don't really know how gravity works. It's been normal so far, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out how shit works.
Alright.
Yeah, just
Power-wise.
increase gravity
So,
on his
We'll
pants and pants him.
we'll
before.
remove one team from the pool. So
Okay.
you get 3 team total, and now your pool is up to 10 team. All right. Cool. So I'd say probably Sylvie, you would spot Leo amidst the crowd of fighters, and between one blink and the next, they disappear before
Lucky Leo.
they disappear before appearing in front of you. And let's just go ahead and have you right off the balance.
Roll to take a powerful
Roll
blow.
to take a powerful blow as they bring a sword down
Jesus.
on top of you.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a 10.
Ah! Well,
Yeah.
shit.
Choose. I will. I don't want to flee.
But it's so fun.
Yeah, but
Flee and go get Coyote.
yeah, but that doesn't make sense. For she wouldn't want to lose.
Sorry, is there music right now?
It's very quiet.
Oh.
The song changed, and it's one that
Okay,
starts
just
very
wasn't
quiet.
sure if it was
Yeah.
on my end or not.
I'll give ground and then mark 2 conditions.
Oof. How many are you up to?
I'm close. I'm at 4.
Okay, what do you have marked currently?
Guilty and angry.
Afraid and insecure?
Okay.
Alright, so they get an opportunity, and I will say that allows some more minor members of the hunt to charge forward. And I think one of them will go for Calamity and one for Echo. So both of you roll to take a powerful blow.
I'm gonna not use the Jenna dice for this one.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I chose Jenna dice for
Valid.
that one.
What are my worst dice?
I have succeeded
Those
super
would have
hard.
been my worst dice that I just rolled.
Ugh.
I don't remember how you.
Could be better, could be
You
worse.
roll
That's
plus
7.
conditions.
Oh,
that's an
good. That's a 13.
Oh,
Right?
Holy shit.
What did
we're
you get,
not
Bree?
doing great.
What?
8.
What did you get, Bree?
With if it's plus conditions, because I forgot that it's an 8.
Okay.
Let me
Nice.
Don't
look
make
through
me
the
come back
options.
to a solo campaign.
I'm fine. Question mark. I have 3 conditions already, though.
I'm at 1, so
I have
think of that what you will.
Had 2.
I think I'm gonna go with give ground on this one.
Okay. About you, Jenna?
I think. So I have to choose 2, right?
You can either choose 1 from the 10 plus list, or you can choose 2 from the 7 to 9 list.
Does it take a condition? Sorry, I'm looking through the. Pull it up on my phone. I will. This is so much fun. So much fun. I think it's I can either take a condition, lash out.
So from the 7 to 9 list, the options are lash out, verbally provoke a teammate to foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition, You give ground, your opposition gains an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. So you could pick 2 of those, or if you just want to pick one option, it could be remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. Lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way.
I'd like to lose control of my powers in a terrible way. Sounds fun.
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong, right? Everybody could get fried.
I was like, I don't want to necessarily lose control right now, seeing as I am currently in alpha werewolf form.
Yeah.
So
All right. I'll say that this blow strikes you, Calamity, and you've been using a lot of lightning abilities lately, so that kind of kickstarts that. And these tendrils of lightning extend out from you in all directions, and you are nearby a very large forest. So all of these trees go up in flames.
Only Calamity can start all of the forest fires at once.
And then
Oh shit.
Cynthia did choose that you give
Gain
ground.
that yeah.
So in this case, we'll have our yet another member of the hunt go for our last member of the team. Easy living.
Sorry.
Please roll to take a powerful blow.
Well, okay. Well, hang on. I got out the Genedice, so let me get out.
Let's put
different-
those away.
yeah,
Take those out
don't
of
make the
trash.
test mistake.
I'll keep
God,
them
this is
out.
gonna be the shortest session ever.
Because we all died in the Feywild. It
Add
is
my condition.
over.
So let's see here. We got a blue die. That looks pretty cool. And we got a cheese die. So I add 3. Okay, good. 2. And 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 1.
From the 7 and 9 list, yeah.
Yep. I don't. We already gave them an opportunity.
You've given them so many opportunities.
You want to start yelling at somebody? That's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to lash out at Valkyrie, unfortunately.
That's fine.
All right.
What do I want to lash out? It's something terrible, I'm sure.
Well, I guess first of all, are you going to try and provoke her to take foolhardy action,
will
or take it
Provoke
or inflict a
her,
condition?
not giving her another condition.
Okay.
There's too many conditions in this team right now.
That's why I chose my powers to go fucking crazy. I was like,
I don't know. Boom, what should I say? He's no help. He's a dog.
Just say.
cry at the window.
I'll start
Howl for Coyote.
crying at the window.
I just break down into tears. Why would you sell our souls?
I mean, honestly, that would work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, fuck. Now I feel guilty. Correct.
Good thing she already feels guilty. Yeah. Why'd you have to sell our souls and we wouldn't be here in the first place?
All right.
Sylvie? That would definitely. Sylvie
up the
is. I mean, now she's feeling extra guilty, and
Times 2.
Leo is right there.
Hmm.
So Leo is going to suffer for this.
Suffer for her own sins.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to directly attack them, engage them, and try and attack.
Okay.
And bite.
Biting.
For a second, I forgot you were like an alpha werewolf. And
Yeah.
What? I'm for it,
She
but
just wants to bite, you know?
Yeah. What am I rolling here? I need to look.
Also, just because I'm curious, Coyote, how many conditions do you have marked right now?
3.
Okay.
Here we go.
So that is a 10
Nice.
to attack.
You get to pick 2.
I'm going to resist or avoid their blows. Can I take their ability to teleport from them if I'm grappled with them?
Sure, that feels reasonable. You just chomp down on their shoulder and it's like...
Yeah, I want to take their ability, their mobility.
Okay. Alright, so... the rest of you, after kind of getting, just flattened by members of the hunt, see Valkyrie in Alpha Werewolf form, retaliate at Leo and chomp down on their shoulder. So what would the rest of you like to do? You have a moment to act here.
What kinds of enemies are on the field right now?
A lot of Fae similar to Sylvie in appearance, many of them on horseback, but there is also they also have a large number of, like, hunting dogs with them that are in the fray too, so they all have kind of have the appearance of, like, soldiers in a sense, not so heavily armored like you might think. They have lighter weapons and lighter clothes, but
All right.
yeah. Humanoids.
I want to start telekinetically trying to trip up the horses so they either throw their riders or fall to take some people down for a little bit.
Go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat. You're attacking the hunt. The whole.
Do they... One sec. Where'd it go?
Do they underestimate you?
Yeah, would you say they underestimate me?
Ooh. Probably, yes. Especially considering all of you kind of got flattened in the first 5 seconds of this fight. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you, littlest space bandit. We'll roll
Also
that with
humanism.
Superior.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like the philosophy? It's like, no.
No.
Okay. All right. With the +3 and superior, that is a 10.
Okay. Pick 2.
Firstly, resist or avoid their blows.
Smart.
I'd like to create an opportunity for my allies.
Alright. I have something in mind if you are alright with it.
What do you have in mind?
You see out of the corner of your eye that Fern disappears in a little puff. And Coyote, there is a little puff outside of the portal as Fern, who you recognize, appears next to you.
I'm assuming it's been like a number of hours on our side, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Because we had determined that it was like going faster.
Honestly,
in
it's
there.
probably
It's-
the next day at this point. Because of
Yeah,
how
it's
much shit they
either-
did.
Yeah, it was either 6 to 1 or 4 to 1. Like, time
At least
passage
24
wise.
hours has probably passed
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, shit. I mean, is everyone still there then? I mean, we were talking about this happening like that day, and no one showed up.
Yeah, I mean, at least the people who did show up were probably in a much, aside from Spuds and Tex who have been maintaining this portal. Like, Henry has probably just been, like, chilling and is very lax about things, but,
Joe,
Yeah.
being Joe, has probably been pacing a hole into the carpeting.
yeah. Fern appears out of thin air and says, "Ah, you're here. Okay, good."
Hey, what's taking you guys so long? Everything okay?
Debatable. We gotta go. And she places a hand on your shoulder, and the two of you disappear and reappear at the scene of this hunt team altercation in the middle of a flaming forest.
What the fuck?
And it's like that meme where you're like the pizza guy and the rest of us are
100%.
That's what's happening currently.
You see,
And from what I'm gathering from what you guys are saying, some of you are like growing back to normal size. Sylvie looks like a werewolf.
Everyone-
like, what the fuck?
everyone
It
is,
is a glitter alpha.
besides Sylvie, everyone is their normal-sized human forms. You see the hunt, essentially, with a pack of hunting dogs. And you see a giant glitter version of the alpha werewolf from the cult with its mouth clamped on to Leo.
Sorry about the trauma there.
But there was glitter. So, it's got glitter.
It's a werewolf ghoul.
So I
glitter.
don't think Sylvie ever established if she knew any of the abilities of this form, so
No.
No.
I'm gonna have fun. It's just the biggest thing she could think
Big
of.
mouth and claws.
Put it on with a grizzly bear, but sure.
That's what you walk in on.
Buddy.
Oh, fuck.
I'll say Coyote is probably a little stunned for the moment, so
Yeah.
easy living Calamity, anything you would like to do?
What did Echo tripped up some horses?
Yes.
Mhm.
And there's still more of them.
Yeah. So some horses whinny and fall over and their riders are taken down briefly before getting up again, but this is a hunt. There are many of them.
I have burns. I
Burn.
will put up a moat. I will spend a burn to create a barrier that will hold back threats as long as I keep my attention on it. I'm gonna do that between us and the guys on the horses. Oh.
Okay.
I have one burn left. Ah, yes, you're very cute.
So is it just a wall of water?
It'd be a wall of whatever I can scoop up to make a wall out of.
Fire.
Fire?
There's plenty of fire.
There's a lot of fire.
Fire is technically speaking affected by gravity.
So you just pull the fire from this flaming forest and create this wall of fire between your team plus Leo clamped in Werewolf Sylvie's jaws and the rest of the hunt.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
What the
What?
fuck?
Calamity?
So that
Whoa.
just means that Leo's the one that we get to
Yep. Mm.
Well,
gets these fists, so to speak. Yeah. And he's held down by Sylvie. This is real nice. That's not a moving target or nothing. I'd like to smash his face in, please.
Okay, directly engage.
His stupid fucking face. Yeah. I would like to directly engage. And plus danger. And I'm not afraid. That's plus 3, so that is a 12.
Okay.
I get to pick some options or something.
Get to
You
pick
know?
2.
So I'd like to resist or avoid some blows.
Okay.
'Cause, Leo blows. And then not in the fun way. I mean, maybe it doesn't. Maybe they do in the fun way, but I don't know. That's none of my business. And then I would like to okay. Take something from him. Can I? No, I don't know if that'll work. That might be more of like frighten him. Them. I guess we never really asked.
Them.
Actually, them. Okay. I'd like to take their confidence, but
Take their life.
take their
Their spine.
contracts.
Take their spine.
I'd like to break their contracts. Take those contracts away. But that's probably not reasonable. So I was thinking maybe just frighten him.
Okay. I mean, you can choose the option of impress, surprise, or frighten. I pick which one though.
Okay. I'll do that one.
Okay.
Everybody wants.
Right, so how do you what do you use to attack Leo?
These hands.
Okay.
Leo catches these hands.
All right. Fair enough. No notes. So Coyote, I think, you've had enough time to take in also with the help of your super senses, been able to take in all of the information of the scene around you.
I feel like with the super senses, this is just like an overload for
I
a
was gonna
second.
say,
Yeah.
you are in overstimulation central, buddy.
But yeah. So, what would you like to do?
So everyone is looking like shit at this point, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have a big threat on the other side of that firewall.
Firewall. Okay. I'd like to go for Unleash Your Powers here.
Okay.
As Joe's gonna run forward, whipping up as much fire as he can, and basically boosting the hell out of this wall to oven cook whatever is on the opposite side.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Freak is fairly high at the moment. Okay. With Flint boosting me up there, that is going to be a 13.
Alrighty. So you gather up this fire and just add fuel to the fire and push it forward. It definitely sets the horses on edge, so they're pushed back several feet. Probably a couple of the hunting dogs get caught get their tails a little scorched and run back and cower a little bit. So I think how we can say is that you maybe moved this wall forward a foot or two, and then it's just there in place.
Alright. And as Joe is just like standing there, hands outstretched, just fire feeding into it, his head just like whips around. What the fuck?
We're fighting.
You've been gone for 24 hours and I come back to this shit?
What did you expect? We've been
First of all, I said do this quickly. Second of all,
We
we're
did.
supposed to be fighting out there!
Talk to Leo about that.
Which one's Leo?
The one in Sylvie's mouth.
Fuck you in particular!
All right. So how many burn do you have, Elena?
I got one left.
All right. I'll say, because we're in the Fae and all of these Fae can use magic, they gather up their magical energy and essentially douse this wall with a fire hose. So I would like you to spend your other burn to maintain it.
I will do that.
And then Valkyrie, please roll to take a powerful blow. As you feel a dagger shove in under the underside of your jaw.
Ugh.
Yeah, you stab my
That is
girlfriend
a
who's biting
6,
you.
luckily.
A 6.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you weather this?
I think I shift my head just enough that where it would have gone through like the center of my jaw, it glances off the bone.
Mm-hmm.
So I still take, I mean, it still cuts, but I reposition so it doesn't disable, I guess, is
Instead of going like right up the underside of your
Yeah.
chin, it's more
Mhm.
like the cheek
Yeah.
where the meat of the muscle is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they kind of just mutter, probably only loud enough for you to hear. Fucking dog.
I think I squeeze my jaw a little tighter.
What are the rest of you doing?
Building
Oh,
my
I-
wall.
Coyote and Elena are kind of maintaining this wall. So Echo, Calamity.
I'd like to take that fucking dagger from that fucking dude. Guy. Faye, whatever.
Okay.
Leo.
You can roll to directly engage.
I would like to directly engage with it. Okay, so that is an 11.
All right, pick 2.
I'm gonna resist and avoid his blow or their blows, and then I'm going to I'd like to take the dagger away.
Okay. Are you still kind of just using your fists?
Yeah.
So I'll say you.
Or grab their arm and like hold it with the dagger in it.
Okay. I think you grab the wrist of the hand that's holding the dagger, but the angle is just a little off, so you pull their shoulder kind of at the wrong angle where it's a little tight, and that causes Sylvie's teeth to clamp down a little harder. And in that moment, Leo lets out a scream before disappearing in a puff of smoke.
Nice.
Rude.
Hell yeah.
I
Echo?
don't think he's dead.
No.
There it is.
Probably
Yeah.
Okay, so current situation, Leo just disappeared. We have the fire moat, which is just barely being maintained because the Fae are dousing it with magic currently.
Mhm.
Yes.
What's the status of the Fae on the other side of it, or do we not know because of the wall of fire?
I mean, you probably are able to see a little bit through the wall of fire. It's not totally obscuring your vision, and I think their output of water is kind of dousing it a little bit, so you have brief glimpses of what's going on the other side. And it seems like a lot of them are regrouping, and you see a lot of bows and arrows. So probably preparing some form of long-range attack. Others have swords.
Okay. This was just theoretical earlier, so possibly a long shot, but I want to try the attempting to telekinetically redirect magic inside a Fae to shut it off for the ones who are trying to put out the wall.
Okay. Roll to unleash your power.
It's a 9.
All right. You like to mark condition, or I can tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
We don't have any NPCs around who could help via team, do we?
No, that's the problem.
No.
Fair enough.
Burn.
Mhm.
Would Fern know enough about the Fae where if Echo quickly explained the plan, she'd be able to help direct how that could work?
Well, burn is a fae.
I mean, do Fae know enough about like multiple kinds of Fae, or is it like
Since your goal is essentially creating a stopgap of magic, I think that is an idea that she would be able to pick up on, since all Fae kind of have some magical essence.
Okay. Could I argue the help with team on that one to avoid the unstable or temporary?
Sure. So you are down to 9 team. And I think she just, as you're focusing in on this group, she puts her hand on your shoulder and helps to direct your power set to finding that flow of magic and cutting it off. So we'll say
Down.
after the rest of you kind of notice that Echo and Fern are focusing on this before the gush of water on the other side of this wall is cut off. And there seems to be some confused and then hurried shouts on the other side.
Get fucked!
But I think at this point the members of the hunt who are readying bows and arrows are given the signal, and there's just a barrage of arrows that arc up and over this wall towards all of you. I think Sylvie is probably the largest target
Yep.
of all of this.
Unfortunately.
So please roll to take a powerful blow.
Well,
Yeah, that's an 11.
Okay.
So I think Sylvia's gonna lose control of herself because I can't take more conditions right now.
Okay. I think that you maybe on some level thought of the idea of what it would mean to shift sort of completely into another being. And as these arrows kind of pierce your back and your form, there's this surge of pain through you, and without realizing it, the sort of spirit and essence of this alpha figure flows into you, and you start going on a little bit of a rampage.
Oops.
Turning around, like
He's back. No, no,
clawing
no, no,
across
no, no, no.
trees, tearing them out of the ground, and throwing them into the firewall. So we'll say that Valkyrie is not herself for the moment.
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is why
You could
Calamity
have had
brings
some
garlic bread.
snacks.
What are the rest of you
Okay.
doing?
crying?
Yeah.
We need to.
Dissociating so hard. No.
We're getting out of here
Control.
now.
All right, but like,
Fern, get back to the real world. Tell them what's going on, and get them to open that portal as wide as possible. Roxy, we need another hole.
do you, what? You want me to break another hole in reality?
Do it.
All right. I will break another hole in reality. I will use Mind of Their Own. Which means I take a condition, but it is what it is. Mind of Their Own. I am able to, when facing an obstacle or threat that your powers would not be able to deal with, you can mark a condition to gain brand new abilities to adapt to the situation. So I could either open a portal. Or I could try to grab everybody and just teleport, maybe? I don't know.
Teleport where? Out of the Feywild? Or
Back, yeah.
do you mean
Let's rum hop, motherfuckers.
Does that everybody include rampaging Sylvie?
Yeah, it does. Let's take her back to the real world. I don't see any problem with this. None whatsoever.
Roxy would not see any problem with this.
That is-
She wouldn't. It is
Alas, that is
valid.
probably in character.
None. Jenna sees problems. Roxy, no problem whatsoever.
it's fine.
I fuck shit up all the time. It's fine. Maybe not as a crazed werewolf, but
We have to go home. Valkyrie is part of we.
yeah. I don't know what we're not understanding about that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Roxy just starts grabbing everybody's hand and like running over to the raging werewolf and like, now we all hold hands with the werewolf and let's go. Time to go, guys. We gotta go home. This is a shit show. We gotta go.
But we're not just going home.
What do you mean we're
This
not?
fight is not going to be on their terms. Or their turf.
At this point, I'm not sure it's going to be on ours.
It can be. But we need that portal big.
I wasn't gonna do a portal. We were gonna go. We were gonna do the whole. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And
Is
Do
that
it!
work?
Bigger
Stop talking about
problems.
it and do it!
I don't know. And she just grabs everybody in a big hug with the raging werewolf. And no concerns
Don't
because
think about the trauma, don't think about the trauma, don't think about the trauma.
You're hugging.
Think harder
No.
about the trauma.
All right, where
But
do you
let's
teleport to?
Back to Spuds and Tex. We're off to see the wizard.
Okay.
Actually.
You appear in the middle of this mansion. And Sylvie's still in rampaging mode, starts taking down walls.
I'm going to pick her up with the gravity.
Put
She's
the
in
werewolf into a hamster ball. So
She is in air timeout.
Okay. Sylvie's currently hovering, and I think
Snarling and
Spud
snapping.
is just like, what? And what in tarnation?
Can
we
I,
finish
while we
this?
have a very brief moment of not being attacked from all sides, can I do a quick assess the situation?
Sure.
It's 12.
Okay.
Let me see. Well, start with my favorite. How can we best end this quickly?
What is your this? Is it the fight with the Fae or Sylvie?
Bark, bark, bark.
He has a better idea about Sylvie, so I'm going to say the fight with the Fae.
Sylvie just needs a Snickers.
I mean, this is not an answer you're gonna like, but the best way to end this quickly is to hand Sylvie over to the huntman.
Fair enough. We're not doing that, though.
Option B. What's option C? Let's start going through the options.
What here can I use to hinder the hunt as much as possible?
Probably the mansion that you're in. Get them in an enclosed space, and they can't move and coordinate as quickly.
With a
Okay.
raging werewolf.
Tex, Spuds, is there any way to block them in so they can't teleport to anywhere but here, if they can teleport in?
we can try.
It's worth a shot. We gotta contain this before we lose control of the battlefield.
It'll really depend on when they appear and how much time we have to get something in place.
What if
Start
we could
now.
force them to appear?
We know how are we gonna do that?
Do you really need that?
They're just
We
gonna
need-
show up. Don't
We
worry.
need the momentum. Elena, get over here.
Okay.
Reasoning, please.
Do I keep her up there or do I put her down?
They've got
Well-
gravity in the Fey world, don't they? It's time we took
Yeah.
that away.
What?
We're not in the Fey world anymore, man. We're in the mansion.
Well,
We've
who
got a
lives
portal
here?
to them.
What mansion is this?
It's
Do you think we could
wolf.
take the gravity from the portal? Is the portal still open even?
Can't they fly?
Well, I'm working on that. And Joe starts climbing up to the roof
Dog.
and is going
Oh,
to start
God.
trying to form a tornado directly into the portal.
I didn't think there was a portal anymore. I mean, I guess the one we went through originally.
Exactly.
That one's there, but
That one's close
The-
to
I
That
don't
leads
know
to
that
our
that's how they're gonna get
allies.
here, though. If it was, we could bottleneck them, but I don't think that's how they're coming in.
so I'll say this: if your
Also,
goal is
there's
to draw a tornado into the portal, that is going to damage the integrity of the mansion.
yeah, we're all gonna go into a black hole.
Joe is running on pure adrenaline at the moment and is just like, fuck,
Somebody
gotta,
get
Make
you know
bad
what?
to
decisions.
throw an army off of their, like, rhythm at the moment. How
Okay.
the hell do I do that?
Roll
Yeah,
to
have
unleash your
some peanut
powers.
butter crackers, my friend. And she just pulls peanut butter crackers out of one of her many
Not now.
pockets.
Joe, roll to unleash your powers.
Oh no.
Okay. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay. Would you like to mark a condition, or I can tell you it's unstable or temporary?
We'll go with unstable or temporary here, because
But
I don't
we don't
think-
need more conditions.
A, I don't need more conditions, and B, I don't really think Joe is taking the time he probably should for this, and is just kind of like running on pure adrenaline and what the hell he knows about everyone's abilities at the moment, just like, fuck, formulate plan.
We're
Alright.
all unstable and temporary if you really think about it.
You
Not the time.
you start directing the wind outside in a circular fashion, and it gets faster and faster, pulling at your clothes, branches, and leaves start getting thrown around. All the birds in the forest take off because they sense danger. And very, very quickly you draw out a funnel cloud which extends into the point of a tornado directly through the center of the ceiling, creating a large hole in the roof, and ends up connecting with the portal. But
Come on out, you sons of bitches.
I'm assuming the rest of you are getting far away from this. I think Henry's probably screaming, "What the fuck?"
Just to clarify, there's a tornado in the middle of the mansion going into the portal at the moment.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck this is. We need to get Sylvie clear.
I would take her with, just start floating her around.
Elena,
Where-
let me know what you need for assists.
I don't know yet.
Nobody knows what we need. There's a
Um,
tornado.
I'm gonna keep
in a
debris
portal.
from falling on Elena then.
Are you trying to get Sylvie somewhere else in the mansion, or getting the hell out?
I getting the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
I think Echo's more thinking at just distance for the moment because she doesn't know what this is gonna do.
Okay.
But see when they
it's
get
gonna
there.
go very bad very quick.
I was gonna say you're the physics major. You're supposed to know.
Also wanting to get clear.
Buds and Tex immediately get some distance. Henry's moves towards one of the doors just to have an exit if one is needed. The other werewolves that are there also are
forgot there
kind
were
of
rules, too.
ready to
Yeah.
leave if need be. And then I'll say, after you have formed this tornado coyote, you're feeling pretty confident about it, and, take a couple steps back just to admire your handiwork. And then it starts to shift, and the wind picks up even faster, and we are quickly approaching having an, Category F5 tornado on our hands.
Yay!
I think I put a little too much into it.
So
It's
the
starting
roof
to be
on the
more and
mansion,
more like that movie.
the roof on the mansion continues to deteriorate even further. It's getting pretty dangerous inside the mansion for the rest of you.
Let's get the fuck
I'm still
out.
on debris protection for mostly Elena, partially also Sylvie.
Sylvie's much bigger right now. She can take a couple rocks.
Also, if one knocks her out, she might get unpossessed.
That
It's
too.
also true.
Manually recalibrate her, just knock her on the head real quick.
Massive maintenance.
So
I
the
mean,
rest of you
fair.
can put some distance between yourselves and this giant tornado and quickly collapsing mansion. And we'll say a perfect backdrop of an F5 tornado. The hunt appears in the field outside of the mansion.
We need to talk about your fucking impulse control.
What?
I told you they weren't coming through the portal.
And
For the record, that field is seeded with anti-fey plants. If they're still alive.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
we'll see.
That is the most vicious
Honestly.
coleslaw I have ever seen.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But
This is
leading
biggest
the
fish
charge, you see the huntsman with a very large bow and arrow, and he pulls back a dark, smoky-looking arrow and unleashes it at Sylvie, of course. So,
Yeah.
Sylvie, please roll to take a powerful blow.
How
Can I
does
roll
this?
to defend?
If I'm manipulating the gravity
I mean,
around her to make
Mm.
to lift her up, how does that affect the arrow?
It's field.
Well, on the one hand, it's a magic arrow.
Okay, never mind.
Oh. But yes, Calamity, you can roll to defend.
Okay. Okay.
That
so...
is a 9. I mean, I'll give them an opportunity at this point. I can't really. I
Well,
don't
we'll
know if
see.
I'm
We'll see
up-
what Calamity
You
rolls.
have taken quite a beating.
I have.
That's
Yes.
Savior, correct?
Yes, Savior.
Savior. What's my Savior? It's not plus 0, so that is a 9.
All right. On a 7 to 9, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I'm gonna say that Calamity went over to try to grab the arrow or knock the arrow,
Mhm.
and maybe got in the way of the arrow, so got exposed to danger.
Okay, I think that is fair. I'm gonna have you roll to take a powerful blow, but from your successful roll, what option from defend would you like to take?
I would like to take clear condition.
I think that's the right
Probably
choice.
smart.
Yeah.
I would like to clear condition. I'd like to clear guilty.
Okay.
Because I felt a little guilty for setting the forest on fire, but now that
It's a fey forest. It's probably fine.
well, you turned it into a moat, so it worked out, but also
I mean,
The moat
to be
was a
fair,
fire.
the moat
It
was
was-
a fire.
It was the red cap forest that we were in at the time. So.
You were at the
those
dividing
fuckers
line
up.
between the red caps and the sprites, so
I mean, it's like half red cap then. Not entirely
I
straight.
mean, you shouldn't ask for us for help if you don't want shit on fire and buildings
Exactly.
collapsed.
did kind of.
you shouldn't ask Jukebox Justice for help if you don't want collateral damage.
For
Exactly.
true.
And
Oh.
PR
And uniquely,
nightmares, okay?
for the first time ever, Joe is getting in on the collateral damage.
He's
It's
like,
about
"Hey,
time."
That looks fun. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's not doing it intentionally, he's just freaking the fuck out, but
I can see that.
So plus
Don't worry, we'll get him doing it
conditions,
intentionally
That
sooner or
is
later.
an 8.
Okay. You can choose one from the 7 to 9 list.
Take it,
I think she's gonna lash out at Coyote, just like, seriously, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I told you they weren't gonna come in through the portal. What the fuck?
Are you trying to provoke foolhardy action or inflict a condition?
Foolhardy action.
I don't know.
Cause why
Is he gonna
not?
try and bite Leo now?
Yeah, move that
Leo's
tornado
not here.
at the fucking arrows and shit. Just cause an arrow NATO.
All right, Coyote, how are you gonna be stupid?
so the Hunt Master is like very obvious, right?
Yes.
Mhm. They've got the biggest horse.
He is on
Biggest
the largest black horse with bright red eyes and like tendrils of smoke coming off of it. He
It is
so
literally a
obvious.
Poser.
nightmare.
Okay. Yeah.
Horse has tentacles?
Tendrils.
Oh.
Smoke tendrils.
Tentacle horse.
interesting.
Yes.
Tentacles coming out of the mouth.
No.
Thinking.
I'm going to redirect the force of the tornado into launching myself directly at him to directly engage.
All right.
Did you yeet yourself?
Go for
We
it.
with the
really
tornado?
like eating.
Oh my god, we've come full circle.
Yep. I am now intentionally eating myself with the tornado.
We had Tornado in one of
Coyote
our
to the
early
point.
episodes, and now we have Tornado again.
I was sitting on that one. I was
Yes.
sitting on that one because I was like,
Oh man.
I knew from the beginning with Joe that I was like, huh, this is gonna come up again at some point. I know it.
Well, that wasn't quite what. All right. Well, okay.
Good for you.
Now, unfortunately, I do have Afraid marked, so my overall bonus to this roll is -2. So we'll see how this goes.
Love that for you.
Nice, Danielle.
Okay.
Hello,
Well,
sir.
no.
Hi.
Rolled an 8, so it went down to a 6.
Okay.
Hello.
Would you like to have an NPC, or would someone else like to try and help here?
Does your lizard help you at all in this? By the way.
Not with directly engaging, I don't believe.
Oh.
I could probably, since I'm not on debris detail anymore, I could probably help redirect his trajectory.
Otherwise, I can drop Valkyrie, which might not be a good idea.
Yeah, I'd rather you continue focusing on that.
Echo can
I was
spend
about to say.
a team from
Yeah.
the pool to correct Coyote's trajectory. To bring it up
I
to
need my
a
dice.
7, so you can pick one.
No.
Definitely gonna go with create opportunity for your allies, as I'm imagining that the tornado almost like winds Joe up into the air till he's just like this brown and tan blur just spinning, and then like a meteor just directly into this guy.
All right. That does mean you take conditions. So what conditions do you have marked?
Afraid, angry, and insecure.
Doing much.
Guilty because of the tornado you just caused.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
An F5 tornado in the middle of New Jersey. Oh my god.
Ah.
I mean, worse things have happened in Jersey.
That's our
You can blame
that's
it on
a
the
It's
future
Jersey.
us.
devil, it's fine.
Yeah, that's a future us problem.
Most
Also,
things
worse
are
Worst things
future
have
us
happened in
problems.
Jersey. Some of which we've been involved in.
All right.
It's not for you.
So your allies get an opportunity. Elena, is
I
there
have-
something you want to do here?
Okay.
I would like Valkyrie to snap out of it so I can put her down and try and stop the huntsman. I don't know. What am I gonna do? What am I?
Lunch.
I mean, you could slam Valkyrie down in the
Gonna-
middle of the hunt.
Yeah, you could do that.
That's also fair.
I'm gonna throw her.
Fastball special.
All right,
Yeah. If you're gonna have a raging werewolf, you might as well throw it at
eating
the
her
enemy.
into the center of this massive.
I am yeeting her into this hot mess.
There's
Okay.
our Sylvie Yeet too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Full circle.
I do have wield your powers because I'm an adult who can throw things very well. That's
Hell yeah.
usually what she does.
Yeet.
That is
That's not for you.
plus freak. Shit. Hell yeah, Jenna dice 7. That is a 10. Oh, I get to choose 2. I would like to neutralize a threat for now. And create something useful. The impact of Sylvie just it makes big hole in the floor.
Hole in the ground.
Hole in the ground. I thought we were inside. We're not inside.
Sylvie
we ran away.
is dynamite.
She is a dynamite.
Okay, so we'll say
Now we have a crater.
we'll say that because you launched Sylvie into the center of the hunt, like not including the huntsman, but the rest, the hunt asterisk.
The collection of people.
The collection of
They.
people known as the hunt. That you are neutralizing that threat separate from the huntsman.
Yeah.
Werewolf Sylvie, you have a lot of bodies around you now, and nothing's holding you back.
You threw
And
me
you're
into
in a
a
pit.
target-rich
You're in a fighting
environment.
pit.
In a fighting pit.
The
Mosh
pit's the
pit of
Colosseum.
blood.
Oh my
The-
god.
Best present you've ever gotten
Yes.
from a girlfriend.
I'm guessing we can't start playing the Doom music here.
No, legally I cannot. But maybe I can find something a little more exciting.
Is it call an ambulance? Not for me.
Mhm.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just imagine Limp Bizkit break stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sylvie is having amazing catharsis right now.
Okay.
If she was in full control of her mind.
Feel free to directly engage a threat.
Have a free threat engagement as a treat.
I have a tasty little threat engagement.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
And Toby's here now, which is even better. So I can benefit from it. That's a 10.
Nice.
Alright, you get to choose 2.
I am going to resist and avoid their blows.
Smart.
And I'm going to impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sounds appropriate.
There are many screams. Interpret that as you will. Screams of joy or screams of fear. I don't know. But as your giant claws are making contact with some of these huntspeople, I don't know if you would necessarily notice because you're not entirely in your right mind at the moment, but the rest of you notice that some of them are also similar to Leo, disappearing in plumes of smoke. And Sylvie seems to be working through those numbers rather rapidly. So, yeah.
Like dervish of teeth and claws and death.
I think with all of this action happening, Echo, you probably have a moment to act here.
Okay, so Werewolf Sylvie's tearing her way through the main forces, and Coyote's just launched himself at the huntsman.
Yes.
I can only imagine that there is just a complete kerfuffle happening on the back of his horse at the moment.
Probably.
The Fae that are disappearing aren't reappearing, are they?
The numbers are
Okay.
definitely thinning.
Well, I'm gonna try to take out the huntsman's horse, make him unstable.
Okay.
Going for the knees with telekinesis.
Kneecap a motherfucker.
Okay. I'll say, go ahead and roll 2 Unleash Your Powers. I think I might loop that one. That was a good one.
It is.
Listen to this. Hopefully the rest of you survive.
Okay, that is a 13.
Break some horse kneecaps. Don't know how else to put it.
Yep.
Horse goes down. Huntsman is probably briefly trapped, especially with a wild coyote on top of him. But I think the scuffle is getting more heated, so Coyote, roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay. Now, I activate my trap card.
Oh,
So,
it wasn't the tornado.
It was not.
I think that was more of a trap for the rest of us.
That was intended to suck them through, but didn't work out. I am not my body from the transform.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Ooh,
When you take a
ooh.
powerful physical blow, you may roll as if you had 2 fewer conditions marked. If you do, on a 10+, you must choose to lose control of yourself in a terrible way.
Hey.
So,
So if
I
you
have
Mind controlled werewolves.
2 murder werewolves. I love this.
I have 4 conditions, but I can ignore 2 of them with this, so I'm only rolling with a +2.
Hell yeah. Roll
and
low.
with that, if you roll a 10 or more, then you have to take the lose control
I
option.
automatically lose control. Okay. Total of a 6.
Nice.
Nice.
Well,
We've
how...
successfully avoided a powerful blow today,
Yes.
guys.
How do you handle this situation?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this guy is better in direct hand-to-hand combat than me, yeah?
He's the huntsman for a reason.
Can't do hand-to-hand combat if he doesn't have hands.
Throat punch.
I don't know about that. But I think as he starts to get the upper hand, like, in direct physical confrontation, Joe starts, like, taking to the air and just starts doing, like, hit and run, just like...
Okay.
Just, like, zipping in between the trees, like, being evasive and just getting pot shots in.
Okay. Yeah. Calamity, last we heard of you, we saw of you, you were impaled by an arrow, so... How are you doing?
Yeah. I think I've been better. I've been worse too, so there's that. So I'm gonna just go ahead and yank that arrow out, break it off, and just I'll like look at it for a second. Like, what the fuck was this? The fuck?
This piddly
Uh,
thing.
Yeah. Let that shit heal, and then God damn it, another hole in my goddamn suit. Natalie's gonna be so pissed. Just gonna try to put sequins and patches on it. All right. Anyways, she's going to, I guess, take a eating sash from the tornado too, and go in full calamity style on some motherfuckers.
And now this
Are
is
you
absolutely
engaging?
right at our
I'm assuming you're
theoretical
engaging with
amusement
the
park.
huntsman.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to directly engage.
Okay.
It's like a reverse slide. You strap in and then it just goes whoop.
It's an 11. So I'm gonna
Okay.
resist and avoid his or their blows. And then and then 19. take his bow from him. And I'm just like sliding through the air, and I'm just like bow, and just grab it.
Yeah.
And like, then do like a somersault on the ground, and like end up like, no more of that shit.
The bow is a physical object, so something you can take.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what I'm gonna do with my.
I imagine you like flip through the air, grab the top of the bow, pull it out of his hands, and then do a nice like 3-point landing and like slide a little bit across the
superhero
grass.
landing.
Yes.
And she's getting so good at this from Elena, just like when they're bored, like reducing gravity and then increasing
Practice.
gravity. Like those superhero landings, she's got those down from that.
Okay.
Keeps her out of trouble, so Elena just keeps her busy by like.
Elena. Sylvie is seemingly having a delightful time in the midst of the rest of the hunt.
Bitch.
I'm helping.
And then Coyote and Calamity are ganging up on the huntsman. What would you like to do?
What is Echo doing?
What is Echo doing?
Echo's monitoring the situation with Sylvie because she's heavily injured and surrounded by enemies and out of control.
Valid.
Fair.
Oh, and just to establish the scene a little bit, I'm guessing all of our allies have also joined the fray in their own ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just double check.
I will. But I'm gonna join Team Gang Up on the Huntsman,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna hover around there, and I'm ready to defend Coyote or Calamity if need be, because
You're just ready
I
to
feel like I'm gonna need be.
to act as some extra support and defense
Yep.
instead of going on the offensive. Okay. Echo, are you just gonna keep an eye on Sylvie or try and do anything else?
Keeping an eye on it until the situation with her shifts in some noticeable way. Either her coming back to herself or her starting to get overwhelmed.
Okay.
She doesn't want to go into the middle of that fray because that's too risky right now, and Sylvie probably is not thinking about defense.
As far as any worry of Sylvie being overwhelmed, there is none. She is cleaning house, essentially.
Finally, my revenge.
Having the time of her life.
Mm-hmm.
She's also luckily stuck in a pit right now.
That
so-
Flashdance song is playing somewhere.
All right.
Hungry like the
Now,
wolf.
as far as Team Huntsman, I don't know, Team Destroy Huntsman. There's no good way to say this. Goes. You watch as the huntsman raises his hand, well, both of his hands in Calamity and Coyote's directions, and streaming out from his feet towards each of them are large columns of flame.
Oh.
So I would like both of you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Elena was waiting on...
I
defense
can
here.
defend.
Pick someone.
I know Calamity can regenerate. I've seen it happen. I don't know what happens to Coyote. So I will
You don't know what
defend-
happens to the pet dog when it gets lit on fire.
I will roll to defend Coyote.
He smells
Okay.
like a dog on fire. Nobody wants that shit.
The only thing worse than wet dog.
Burnt dog, yeah. It's hot dog.
hot
That's so stupid and I love it.
Meeting
Oh,
on myself.
Fucking Genedice, man. 2, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
I told you I bless them. Normally I curse the dice unless people pay me extra.
Fair.
So you get to choose one.
I will clear a condition.
How do you intervene and protect Coyote from this scorching flame?
Can I remove the oxygen from the fire and suffocate it?
Sure.
Oh, there we go.
Fine. You just snuff it out.
Snuffed out.
All right. Calamity, please roll to take a powerful blow.
I'm going to clear.
Well, that's not ideal.
Oh no.
That's a 13.
Unfortunately, all your dice are Jenna dice because
Oh no! Because
Well,
they're
fuck.
yours.
All right. One of us needs to make some very poor dice to get to Jenna.
I need to force it real. I need to curse the fuck out of some dice.
I can send
know
you my
what?
curse set. I'd have a legitimately
Or-
cursed set of dice.
What we can do, we'll have Nina make you a set with all of her spite.
There we go.
There you go. I love
That'll
it.
work.
Those will be my take a powerful blow dice. So I am going to do
Perish terribly.
fucking tornado messes. She's gonna lash out. Can Sylvie even hear her now?
Yeah, Sylvie can
mean-
hear you.
What the fuck were you selling? This is. Look at this chaos that'll. The fuck.
Hammer that guilt home.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're
thing
going to
she's
be
not
provoking
Catholic.
her to foolhardy action? Or are you
Yeah,
inflicting
I'm gonna-
condition?
Yeah, give her that last condition.
Yeah.
Technically
Oh,
speaking,
God.
you aren't knocked out unless you try to mark a 6th condition.
I'm gonna provoke her to do foolhardy action.
Okay.
I love this because this is a Charlie decision what this foolhardy action is about. to
Yeah.
be.
God.
I mean, I can let you decide. What do you think the brainwashed werewolf Sylvie would do that's very stupid? But what's your
Get
other
out of the
choice,
fucking
Jenna?
hole.
My other choice is gonna be I am going to give ground.
Okay.
So Leah will get an opportunity on me.
Alright.
I will say that all of the objects of Sylvie's guilt and anger are pretty much in one spot right now, and it is not the
Ah.
hole.
Okay. So your foolhardy action is charging towards the huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
And Calamity did just give him an opportunity.
I was about to say, I feel like there's a very
So-
perfect synergy
Yeah.
here.
I think
Yep.
the ground shakes as you try and bull rush him, and he turns around and creates this long, great sword out of smoke,
I know, Lily.
Yep.
and tries to plunge it through your chest. So please roll to take a powerful blow.
Ah, shit.
But Coyote is not on fire.
Coyote is not on
Which
fire.
is important for all of us. 'Cause have you
Singed
smelt a
fur.
burnt dog
That
before?
is. Wait, just a 4. That is a 9. So
Okay.
just barely.
Not very high.
I'm gonna give ground, give an opportunity.
Opportunities keep piling up.
Yup.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Somewhere out there, there's a fake
Okay.
motivational speaker.
Because I don't think Sylvie is able to really speak in this form. She does not have her mind back enough yet.
Okay. This shadowy greatsword plunges through your chest, and a temporary directive is kind of implanted in your mind,
Fuck.
Oops.
and the huntsman just says, "Go." And you turn and attack Coyote. So, Coyote.
Trauma activated.
Oh no, that's right.
Trauma. Fuck.
Coyote,
It's
please
trauma
roll to take a
covered in
powerful
pink
blow.
glitter.
Roll for
If
psychological
this,
damage.
if this is not a microcosm of this whole freaking campaign, a character experiencing trauma while it's covered in pink glitter.
That tracks.
You're never gonna get that pink glitter out of your fur.
Or that trauma out of your mind.
Oh,
Can we just get a shirt that says trauma in pink glittery font?
It's glitter
I
trauma.
love
Glitter trauma,
Jeez.
which is like mama trauma, but like on steroids. I don't know.
Powerful blow, I assume?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I will use I Am Not My Body again. Try to survive this.
You were all doing surprisingly well, I will admit. Like, I thought you were going to be maxed out on
Dead.
conditions at this point. You were doing
Well-
much better than I thought you would.
That is a 7, not a 10 plus, so I don't lose control.
That's good.
But I think I'm also going to give ground as Joe definitely freezes up for a second, and then I'm imagining just gets punted into the woods by a giant
Yeah.
claw slap.
Yeah, pretty much. Joe just sails through the air and keeps going.
There's just like the sound of a crashing tree, like about a mile
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. And in that moment, I think the huntsman turns toward Echo and Easy Living and summons shadowy hunting dogs out of the ground and sends one for each of you. So please roll to take a
Not
powerful
doing
blow.
that. Oh wait, no, I don't want to roll the Jenna dice.
No.
Alas, that is a 7.
Okay.
I only add a 2. Okay. 3, 1, 5, 6. Yes. Cheese dice. Thank God it hates me.
All right, so the
Ah,
cheese
it's
dice
not
are
very
really
Gouda.
low roll.
No Buddha.
It looks like. Well, you can't tell. I can send a picture, but it looks like cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6, so I fail.
All right.
That does not help with the eating the dice problem.
They were from my brother's ex. She's still like really nice, and I'm friends with her still, and he's kind of friends with her still, but still an ex, so they're cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
So, Elena, how do you handle this shadowy hunting dog?
I just go in the air where it cannot get me.
Okay.
Take to the skies.
All right. Just running
Jumps
in
at me, and
circles
I'm
underneath
just.
you.
Woo.
Echo, what
Look
option are
into-
you picking?
Giving ground. I don't have a good idea for lashing out.
Okay.
We're gonna run out of ground, guys.
Okay. I
Back
think,
against the wall, baby.
now that Coyote has
Hot.
immediately left the vicinity, the huntsman is going to go for
Left
Valkyrie
the
again.
vicinity and that was ejected out with a backhand.
Got yeeted.
Coyote exited stage right.
Left.
That was a coyote. Yeet.
So is that a powerful blow again?
A coyote.
Yes.
Leave me be.
We'll just send you cursed dice, aren't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, you need to send me cursed dice at this point. Because none of them are my friend right now.
Unsage them.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I do
Burn
opposite
some-
of
These have not been
Parsley.
saged. I have to find something.
Parsley.
No, no.
Grab lavender on them.
Yeah, it's because I got an 11.
Ooh.
But I've already lost control. Like, I still don't have control.
You could lose
Sorry.
control in a different way.
Are we about to go just full Cronenberg monster with the shape changing here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why don't we see what other kind of fun we can lose control with at this point? Because I can't really... Yeah, because
Can't
I
really
already...
lash out verbally right now
And, yeah, and I can't take the 2 conditions off.
with the man
Yeah.
barking.
So it's essentially the same as fleeing.
Right. Um. So to make things interesting, I'll say that this new exertion of power kind of negates your current shape changing. So you return to Sylvie form, and kind of and come back to your senses. But now,
No, it's Sylvie-tron.
now lots of plants and vines sprout out of the ground at unnatural sizes and begin to wreak havoc on this battlefield.
Terrain issues. Got it.
So there's a lot of environmental problems going on that are potentially going to get in the way of the rest of the team. So, but I think with that comes a little bit of a surprise to all of you who are in the immediate vicinity. Coyote,
Ow.
what's going on with you?
I'm assuming I'm, like, buried waist up in a tree at the moment.
Sure.
Probably.
Upside down.
So I'll extract myself first and foremost.
Yeah.
And... what do I want to do? I think I'm going to use a new move.
Ooh.
Unstoppable.
Hell yeah.
When you smash your way through scenery to get to or away from something, roll plus danger. On a hit, the world breaks before you, and you get what you want. On a 7 and 9, choose one. There's a list. On a miss, you smash through but leave devastation in your wake, or wind up somewhere worse, GM's choice.
Okay.
So the form this is going to take is basically a secondary tornado as Joe whips up a whole new storm to launch himself back into the fray with.
Alright.
And I'm just kind of imagining that there's just like a blast of foliage that just gets blown away by this.
This has become Twisters, the movie.
We're gonna have so much explaining to do to Supermom, it's not even funny.
In my head, he's Naruto running for some reason.
Well, he's flying, so no.
It's like,
You're flying, but your arms are still extended out, like, back from you, so same thing.
I mean, you can't necessarily see where Joe's arms are because of the poncho. I'm sort of imagining, if anyone's familiar with Hollow Knight, it's sort of like the dash ability where it's just like the head and then it's like the long cloak behind.
But we know you have Naruto arms.
We
spiritual.
know it in our hearts.
We know in our hearts, deep down.
Alright.
We are just imagining it, to be honest. Like, it's part of our dissociation. We're just like, do.
That is a 7. So I need to choose one here. Mark a condition, leave something behind, or take something with you. I'm going to say leave something behind, and if you're willing to take a suggestion here, Charlie, I would say a little too late. I realized that Flint is still back at where I impacted.
Oops. Sure.
So I'm gonna be losing a couple +1s to some rolls there.
You forgot me! Wait!
The rest of us just hear lizard noises.
Alright, so... we'll say that you... It's a little strange because you're like, I didn't think the forest was going on this long. And kind of slam down in the midst of some flailing plants near the huntsman.
I don't think we're done yet, asshole.
Alright. Echo, Easy Living, Valkyrie, Calamity. Do any of you have anything in mind?
I was just gonna punch, Leo.
So, current situation is it's Sylvie just got unwerewolfed and is back to Sylvie. Huntsman is somewhere in the vicinity of Sylvie, Easy Living, and Calamity. Probably Echo. I don't think she got that close though.
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't know where Coyote is.
Coyote just came back.
I just
Oh,
returned.
okay.
Yeah.
So he just showed back.
I just ripped
In
through
a
the forest
flying
and, like,
poncho.
No.
Sylvie is going to try and recontrol some of the plants to potentially use them to defend should the huntsman win. The huntsman tries to make a move on someone.
Okay. Do that. Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
lost
Oh.
Maria.
Oh no!
It's the huntsman.
Yeah.
Save for her in the real world.
Took
Okay,
Maria's
so-
soul.
Calamity, you're just going to do some punching, so roll to directly engage.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lightning fist them. It's gonna be like that kung fu fighting song. This is fast as lightning.
Speed bagging.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, so that is a 15.
Damn.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Those fists are fast as lightning.
Go ahead and pick 2.
I would like to resist their blows, and then I would like to create an opportunity for my allies by knocking Leo on their ass.
It's not Leo, it's
Yeah,
the huntsman.
It's the huntsman.
Oh, the
Leo's
huntsman.
disappeared.
So I'm fighting the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah, you're
I'd like to
fighting-
knock him. I'd
Oh.
like to knock the huntsman on his ass.
Now I can't find my camera.
Oh no.
I mean, you. I don't know if you can necessarily knock him on his ass, but you can get him unsteady and create an opportunity for your allies. So,
Mm-hmm.
Echo or Easy Living, do you want to engage the huntsman?
Sure. I'll engage him.
Okay.
Let me just figure out which cord is my camera. Unplug, replug.
Easy Living goes into stealth mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
You live against yanked to the future or whatever again.
There we
In the
go.
middle of the fight.
Now it's
Increase
reading my
gravity
camera.
just on the kidney.
Very good. I would like to compress him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like a grape.
You're gonna try and squish him like a grape?
Squish him like a grape. You just got grape.
Yeah.
That's what we did to the angels,
Okay.
so.
They weren't real.
Roll to directly engage.
Hang on, I gotta open up my 80 million PDFs again.
What
Maybe
happened?
that's why my computer Oh, my computer crashed.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
the huge. What
Cursed.
a. It's cursed, and I don't know why. None of my. What conditions do I have? Bad ones, good ones. I have a -2 to directly engage. And a +0 to danger. Don't I roll for Reek to engage for some reason?
Unless you have a particular move for it, generally not.
No, all of my things are burns.
That's only if you use
that's only if
reality.
I have
Storm.
Reality Storm. I don't have any burns. So I have a -2 to this. Oh, there's a 5.
Well, that reminds me, I still have burns.
6, 11.
Oops, all burns.
Fucking Christ. Jenna dice. Jenna dice. 11 -2 is 9.
Okay.
Mhm.
You get to pick one.
I would like to impress, surprise, or frighten because I feel like I have not been very. I've probably been not super impressive this fight, so me being able to do something should shock them.
All right. What conditions do you have marked?
Angry and afraid.
Go ahead and mark insecure.
Okay.
So, yeah, you compress him and he becomes very uncomfortable there for a while. But
Say something risky and he becomes very uncomfortable for a while.
but after a moment he harnesses some of his own magic and engulfs himself in shadow before disappearing and reappearing a few feet away, safely outside of your compression zone.
Fucking
Rude.
rude.
Coyote, you have made your gracious return.
Indeed. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay.
I love how we've just completely focused on the huntsman at this point. The hunt could be doing God knows what with our allies, but
Well, he's really
I
the
will
only
warn them.
enemy left.
I was about to say a lot of them were in the pit.
that's good.
They got eaten by a werewolf.
Uh-oh.
So he's gonna have so much
Oh, no.
indigestion later.
Well, that's gonna be a 5.
Alright.
Oh shit.
How are you intending to engage?
Close quarters, rip his shit.
Fist
You
first.
you move in to try and get the first attack, but he's a little too quick for you, and turns around, and once again that like shadowy great sword appears in his hand as he jabs it forward, and I would like you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Once again, I am not my body. What happens here? Alright. So, that is an 8. Still not a 10.
Choose one.
I want to choose struggle past the pain, but I've only got one condition left.
Knock self out.
Yeah,
Hmm.
struggles past and then immediately strains something and like goes down.
Okay. I do think Joe is gonna lash out here. As he sort of like probably grabs the sword reflexively to keep it from just like impaling himself too much. And just like as he's bleeding, he just barks out, "God damn it, Echo, your team leader, do something!"
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright.
Shots fired.
So, foolhardy action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my moment of truth.
Oh,
shit!
Oh,
I've been holding on to this for like a year.
Oh my gosh! Finally!
I hit the button.
Yeah.
You did, you hit the button.
the launch codes.
Oh no!
The nuclear
it's
option.
button. Echo!
Alright. So read your moment of truth out loud.
Okay. The moment that you show who you really are, your mentor or something different. You can do whatever your mentor could do and more. You can do the incredible, even things that they always fail to accomplish. Of course, they're not going to see you the same way, no matter which path you choose. So, Cynthia is a physicist.
Oh,
Normally,
Start.
in these situations, the instinct is to go bigger. This time we're going to go smaller. Down to the cellular level. Smaller. Down to the molecular level. Smaller. The atomic level. And we are going to unmake him.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
this reminds me of the Psy Changeling series, the TK.
Electrons torn from
special.
neutrons.
Yeah.
Atoms scattered.
Mm-hmm.
Molecules destroyed.
What does
Oh
it
my god.
look
This
like
is amazing.
as he is unmade?
Action! You good, buddy? Sorry.
Captain appears and rips him to shreds. That's how he's unmade.
Honestly, yeah.
I've never been so turned down
Just
in my life.
10,000 microscopic captains.
So
Echo kind of she looks at Joe, who's like impaled, Sylvie, who's trying to control the plants. She's just been more or less feeling useless, and Joe told her your team's in trouble. She's like, fuck you. And
How dare you?
Watch this.
holds a hand out, narrows her eyes, and thinks about something her mentor used to perhaps be notorious for, but smaller and more destructive still. At first, it looks like nothing happens, but a moment passes and the huntsman just pauses and then starts moving in ways that are not normal. Bulges in the flesh, creaking limbs, moving all over the place. And at one point, when it seems like he's about to physically tear himself apart, he stops and just dust.
You remember how
And-
fucked up Joe was when Calamity broke reality that one time?
And
Pretty
Echo
sh-
falls to her knees and just happy, she says to Joe.
Joe's gonna be so fucked up after this fight.
yeah.
I don't think there is any words out of Joe. He is just standing there with, like, holding the wound in his side, just like... Like, legitimately has no words.
Any remaining members of the hunt that were in the pit disappear. Sylvie, you feel something shift, and there's a searing pain through the mark on you. And I think you're able to gradually get the plants back under the control and calm the battlefield around you.
I think Sylvie will try as soon as she gets the battlefield calm. I think she'll feel along the mark with her own internal sense to see what exactly this means for her.
It is still present and essentially in effect where it is kind of degrading you from the inside out.
And I sense the bonds of the deal on the others.
I won't even make you roll for it. No.
I think Sylvie will look at them all and just say, "You're free," and leave it at that.
The fuck what does "you're free" mean? What the fuck does... What do you mean I'm free? What about you? Why are you free?
Is the mark still visible?
The mark, yeah.
The mark's still there.
Mm-hmm.
The damage of my choice is still there.
I really want to shake you right now. Not gonna lie.
What does it mean? Are you...
I have more of a finite lifeline than I did before, but what that means is I'm not exactly looking at an eternity, I guess.
That does.
I don't quite know what that means.
I guess that's better.
But like, what about your soul?
My soul got caught between two worlds. An immortal life and a mortal one. I chose the mortal one, but that choice resulted in a destabilization
Of
Does
the
this mean?
you?
of me and my soul, and this mark is a sign of that.
So you don't have to go to the hunt, but your soul is unstable?
Yes.
So you're free,
As far as I'm aware, yes.
but you're not in stable condition.
Correct.
Do you know how finite?
I think the more I push it, the more likely it is to shorten my lifespan. The more I catch myself between my previous nature and my current choice of living with mortals, with humanity.
That seems like a terrible deal.
What counts as pushing yourself?
Probably pulling on any of my Fae powers.
We can make do without.
Yeah.
If she'll let her, Cynthia's just gonna hug her.
Sylvie will, because she has no idea what she's gonna do at this point. Like,
wanna
If
wrap-
Echo's crying on your shoulder, no, she isn't.
Terrible day for rain.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point,
Coyote's
it might
making
be
it rain.
raining.
We
Yeah.
know it.
yeah, that's totally what's happening.
Glad you're here.
I'm happy to still be here.
I'm gonna wrap you in bubble wrap. And Roxy's gonna join the hug.
We'll figure things out. We just do it together this time.
Yeah, that's preferable.
Also joining in the hug.
Don't want to take no for an answer unless we have to.
My arms are longer now, so I can hug more of you at once. I do like that.
It's nice.
It's weird being tall, though. I mean, I'm not tall. I'm like average, but you know, it's tall for me. Anyways, get over here, Coyote.
Joe is still standing there, still staring at Cynthia.
I imagine so.
I cause
He's-
problems on purpose.
He thought shoulder checking reality was bad.
I don't.
Piss Cynthia off.
Didn't Elena use hers too?
Yeah.
This man has seen a lot in his,
Yeah.
in
Piece
his
of shit.
21 day, 21 years, 22
He
years.
needs so much therapy. He wants to like spend a week with Grandpa Les.
I'll let you guys have your moment. And he like backs away.
I think one of the vines curls around his foot slightly in a
Oh, no.
hug from Sylvie.
It's a plant hug.
Get trapped, wolf boy.
You don't get to run away.
Joe will follow the vine back, and he won't full on join the hug, but he will like put a hand on Sylvie's back.
That's better.
And even as he's sort of like taking in that Sylvie's freed somewhat, question mark, he doesn't entirely get it, but maybe he is still every like few seconds or so glancing over at Cynthia like he's watching a dangerous animal.
I mean, you're not necessarily wrong.
No.
Back her into a corner.
Roxy already knew that Cynthia was dangerous. It's fine.
It's part of
That
the
was actually
appeal.
pretty. That was actually pretty cool. How you like unmade him. That was really fucking cool. Actually, it was kind of hot.
You say that and Cynthia kind of just freezes up.
That was kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
She's gonna kill me.
What? Do you,
They sit together.
what? What? She should be proud of you.
We don't kill.
Technically, you didn't kill.
Backed into a corner. Self-defense.
Technically, she can't kill you because that would be breaking her own rule. So, I think
make an exception.
I don't think so. She loves you. She might be very disappointed, which might as well kill you at that point. No, I'm just
Thanks,
kidding.
Rox.
I hate when she's disappointed with me. It's the worst. Actually happens a lot though. Nah, you didn't kill the huntsman. You unmade. That's different.
Didn't you
Ow.
kill something that's
Also,
already
I'm
dead?
pretty sure it was like living a very unnatural life, a naturally long life. So I think it's like the alpha wolf, you know, like I think that's what I think we're just gonna go with that. And
You know why we don't kill?
because killing is permanent.
No. Well, yes, but
Because it makes you jaded to the act.
because when all you have is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. Killing one
Yeah.
person makes it easier to kill another, and another. And sooner or later, you're the very thing that you wanted to remove from the world.
That's fair. I'm not saying that like you just. There is a time and a place for things, right? Like
We,
when you
I
have
don't know.
very
could've-
when you have no options. It was our soul, or I mean, like honestly though, when you think about it, the huntsman wanted to reap our souls. Like
We weren't down yet, though. There has to have been another solution. I just
maybe, but maybe not. And the okay, so here's the thing, right? Think about powerhouses. Like you can unmake somebody. Elena can control gravity. I can yeet anything through a fucking hole in reality if I want to. Sylvie can do all kinds of stuff. Phase stuff. I don't always understand all of it, but change into cool stuff. You know, the pheromones. Like Coyote can control weather and stuff. Like we're not slouches. I don't know what the hunt does, to be honest with you, because I wasn't really paying a ton of attention on that. But it wouldn't be great for us to be on the side of a hunt and then that gets turned on humanity. The cost of the one, I don't even know if it's a life. There's so much smoke. Who knows?
with all that power, couldn't we have found another way?
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna hold it against
gonna
you.
go check on everyone else.
We can't.
Yeah.
The risk to the worlds of putting powerhouses like us under the control of somebody like the Huntsman. I do think in this case that it outweighed the act itself out. The risk of becoming jaded to killing, not that you should, and we're all here to keep you from going over that ledge. We're not gonna let you become some psycho killer, telekinetic cell destroyer. You know?
Forget you helped return empathy to me. I
Mhm.
was brainwashed under that. It's because of you and the
We
rest
could've-
of this team that I was able to break away from that and regain my humanity.
So we would have ended up psycho killers anyways if we were under the Huntsman's control. The risk in it. You look, I'm not a statistics major or nothing, but it seems like the risk that risk was worth taking.
I don't disagree. It's more, I told myself I'd never do that, so I need to work through it.
That's fair. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I
I
just
think
don't
I
wanna-
need to figure out how I feel about it first.
Sure. Whatever you need. It just I don't want you to be angry at yourself ever.
I don't think angry is the right word for it.
Disappointed in yourself.
Afraid.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
The scary thing about telekinesis is if you use it in certain ways, we're not sure about any known limits. There are some things it can't affect, but it was just a theory that you could reach down to the atomic level and unmake something. I guess I was researching it as a last-ditch effort, but it wasn't something I planned to do or even attempt.
It's a lot to process. But we're always going to be here to hold you accountable. You know? We're not going to let you go over ledges or just willy-nilly unmake anything or anyone, you know? I'll personally knock you out if it comes to it.
Promise me?
Yeah.
If we have to.
You have 3 of us here who can probably get away with it, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I want to hit you, but like, if you get out of control, I would
I start
expect
going
you to
around
bring.
killing people.
I'm gonna have to tie you down, and we'll have to figure something out at that point. We can't just go around killing people. Like I said, I'm not saying that like. I know sometimes I seem nonchalant about it, but like I do think that there are situations where, and sometimes I'm trying to figure out where those lines are, right? Like, what are we? Yeah, maybe it's because I'm built in a lab. I don't know. Just half my memories aren't even real memories. They're somebody else's memories, but it's something that I think that you can't always take off the table, right? You'd like to, but you can't always take it off the table.
Yeah. She did always tell me it was only a measure of last resort.
It seemed like the last resort situation.
I
When
hope she'll see it
backed
the same way.
When backed into a corner, it's do or die sometimes.
It's also assuming she'll be rational about it. She's got some trauma around killing.
Good.
Was she a serial killer?
I don't think I'd put it that way.
Ah, but she crossed that line, and
She didn't start as a hero.
fair enough.
Joe had walked away from the group.
Yeah.
But superheroing is a bitch.
Mm.
I was
so
about to say, I
nosy.
feel like Sylvie also kind of wants to pierce the mask here.
Go for it.
Ooh,
Assuming
sure.
Let
that's-
me move my cat though, so I can actually.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, this is not gonna go well. Never mind.
Don't you have like a -2 to it? At
Not
least with
much.
the conditions.
Yep, I have a lot.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Take your shot.
Oh wait, but well, that's a 7 actually.
Oh shit.
Okay, you get to ask one.
What? Oh, what are my questions?
I want to. I mean, I don't have a oh, I have a -1 to comfort and support.
I could
no,
Also have terrible.
no
I
matter
could do
what
that.
Hecate says or does, we'll always be here for you.
I will always be here to hold you accountable. The one thing that I would
There's that
argue
too.
around Hecate is that she's very solitary.
What
You
is
know?
Echo intending to do in this moment in regards to all of this?
She's intending to pretty much lay out everything that happened to Hecate and then face judgment.
I think Sylvie will squeeze her a little harder and say, when you're ready, I'll be there with you.
Are you afraid that she's gonna reject you like your parents? Is that? No, I mean
Put
like.
a fine
Okay.
point on it.
What?
I did not say that in character. That was me as Crow being like, Jesus.
No, I'm wondering if that's something that you're feeling, you know?
Rox, with all due respect, no shit.
Yeah. That's valid, but I don't think that she would. You're gonna have to give her a minute and a little grace, but she also has to give you a little grace too. You know?
But we'll be here every step of the way. If you don't want us physically there, we're there in spirit.
Mm-hmm. What do you need for support? It's traumatic. She has trauma, but you also have trauma around this, you know? So
Not as much as her.
I don't know Hecate's story. I'm just saying that no matter what happens, even if you were to become a crazy killer, I'd still love you. I'd pull you back from the ledge. Maybe knock some sense into you, but I'd
You in
still
air
love
jail.
you. You might have to go into jail for a hot minute.
No, not jail, just air jail, like I did with
Yeah,
Sylvie.
Air jail.
Sorry about that earlier, by the way.
I don't like talking about this, but you remember the almost nuclear destruction of the city that happened about
Yeah.
several years ago?
Technically, I don't think I was alive, but yeah.
The man responsible was Hecate's father,
Oh.
and she killed him to stop him from detonating the city. And before that, she'd been, I guess, a contract killer is the best way to put it.
Lore.
Used to go by Arrhythmia. Shut down people's hearts.
Really cool name and power system,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
But after the thing with her dad, begged Arrhythmia's death. Turned over a new leaf, I guess. I don't know.
So she's trying to make up for
Make amends.
her past.
It's hard to say. That's
I
my
would-
guess.
Yeah.
That's... Don't tell people outside of the team, please. The reason we stay in the shadows is because of that.
That's not my business.
There's a lot of people who'd like to stop the work that Hecate does because of her past, if they knew what it was.
Yeah, I don't really talk about Hecate at all. To
I
be
just-
honest,
Just
she's
wanted to be
very private.
clear on
Yeah.
my stance.
Yeah.
Because if that gets out, I don't know. One or both of us might be locked up, might be killed. Hard to say.
All telekinetics might be.
It would be bad for everybody.
I mean, it would be bad for all superheroes. We don't really need any. We don't need worse press. Your dad's already trying to do all kinds of fucked up shit.
And yet his fucked up shit is more socially acceptable than hers.
Yeah, because people are afraid of what they don't understand.
Always.
And even though it's not probably in their best interest to get rid of the heroes, independent heroes who protect the city and are the ones that actually have the power, the might to stand up to corruption, which is exactly why your dad wants to get rid of us. Let's be real. Or control us. Then he can do
Something
whatever he
like that.
wants.
Might also be
Megalomania.
something about an inferiority complex.
Yeah, megalomania and that's where that comes from,
A lot
probably.
of things. There's many options to choose from.
He might, have some insecurities about this, size of different parts of his body. I don't know.
That's not something I think anyone wants to think about off of their father.
I'd rather not think about my dad's penis.
Distant sounds of
Yeah.
slight retch from Joe.
Joe, what have you been doing since you walked away from the group?
Oh,
Freaking
Eavesdropping.
the fuck out.
Besides the eavesdropping.
And throwing up in the bushes.
yeah.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
I mean, he is like coming out of the adrenaline high, so there is probably a moment where he's just like, a
How's the shakes? Lightheadedness.
little bit. Goes to pick up Flint. Checks on everyone, especially Henry, but everyone else who is helping us, make sure that they're all okay.
Yeah, I mean they're all alive, got various, bumps, bruises, scrapes. No one came out of this fight clean, but they're all okay.
And then let them all know that they can probably head home now. Because he's not going to say what happened, but he is going to say that the Fae have been dissuaded.
Diplomatic Joe.
And then he probably overhears the whole thing about Arrhythmia and is currently, hiding behind a tree a few feet away, holy fuck.
I would like to point out that your girlfriend and your dad see that you have a gaping wound in your chest right now because
Oh yeah,
of
good
that
point.
sword.
I
You
am
You guys were
imagine
actually-
you're
totally
hiding anytime
fine.
soon.
Guts falling out of his stomach.
Yeah. His small intestines are just
Just a flesh
sticking
wound.
out.
It's not the first time.
It's but a scratch.
Ah. It'll heal.
But yeah, honestly, that is so far down the priority list for Joe right now. He wants to make sure the people he cares about are okay, and then he's just in, freak out
Panicking
mode.
Panic.
that he could get unmade or his heart stopped.
Well, part of it's that, but I suspect we'll get into more of that later, so I don't want to spoil anything.
A lot of terrible things could happen to him. Let's be real.
Well,
Flashback to all of Joe and Cynthia's conflicts over right and wrong and legal and not.
Mm-hmm.
well, as the girls continue to have a heart-to-heart and support each other, and Joe breaks out behind a tree and continues to eavesdrop. I think from a viewer standpoint, we see the camera pan up. Let's get a nice aerial view of the destroyed battlefield with our isolated groups. As the clouds break on the horizon, the sun begins to rise. So, that's a good spot to end our session.
Mm-hmm.
That was good music for the end.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now we immediately switch to happy music.
Yep.
But
I want y'all to know that for the first half of this session, Crow was freaking out, and for the second half of this session, Joe was freaking out.
We've
Joe.
accomplished what we
Freaking
set out
out.
to do.
Jess
Woo!
fully went into this session prepared to kill Sylvie.
I-
Like, right off the bat.
fully
it
went
got
in prepared
dicey
to
there at
stop
the
Sylvie
end,
from
but
dying.
you did really well.
Mhm.
No, literally before anyone else joined the Zoom call before the game, I made a comment to Tess that was just like, I think I have too many enemies.
Same.
Classic GM problem.
I also want people to know that my plan for if/when Joe loses control of himself from his move, I was gonna have him go like full weather demigod and just whip up like a category 17 hurricane
See,
in the
he
middle of the
has
fight.
power. He just keeps
Doesn't know how to
thinking
use
on
it.
a yeah, and he's
Yeah,
thinking on a
the
molecular.
problem
level
is
with the
that
girls.
unlike Elena, he has the power, but he also has a massive heaping of anxiety to feed the power.
You got to just turn your brain out.
Yeah, you just
Disassociate.
Like a
disassociate.
chihuahua
No
vibrating.
problems, no anxiety. Some minor anxiety actually, because we almost died.
He does
It's
not have
over
that
the
coping
death.
mechanism, so it's a bad
The
feedback loop
dying
once
was
it gets
the
started.
problem.
You can always try Echo's feedback loop and ignore it.
Cynthia being able to
Or-
turn somebody into atoms, not a problem.
She's definitely not freaking out about this.
Mhm.
Everybody almost dying and Valkyrie trying to eat everybody.
Oh yeah, and there's also that.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that that happened on the site where we had World War Werewolf.
Yeah.
You can get trauma merch in our Redbubble now, though, right?
Yeah.
Jesus, I think if anyone took an EKG of Joe, it would just be like
Spike.
a
All
complete
spike.
vibrating
He's having
line.
an arrhythmia, actually.
All right.
Also, shout out to Joe more or less provoking the unmaking.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna probably have a
Nobody's-
talk about that.
That
Live
much
with
in
your
a very
choices,
long time.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
looking forward to see what you do with that.
Elena will grow closer to the team. Hang on. Which one of you is doing that? Don't bother your sister. There's a dog growing. Here.
Come on, Aegon.
Oh,
Girl needs to see your face again.
Okay.
Blondie.
Blondie, we're gonna grow closer to Echo because Elena had no idea she could do that,
Mm-hmm.
and that is on par with what Elena does.
Mm-hmm.
And much like Joe being able to fly on his own,
Cynthia,
brings Echo-
Elena, a threat to
Surprise.
the universe.
Yeah.
You could unmake the universe if they joined their powers
if
together.
they wanted
and,
to, if they
and
had
got
a
mad
really
enough.
bad day together,
If Coyote
Roxy
yelled at
and
them
Valkyrie
enough.
weren't there to distract them.
You know, I'm sitting here and realizing that San Sebastian, for as much as superheroes are more integrated in the setting, I think it's like a way lower power level team in comparison to what we have here.
Well,
I hate
everyone
them.
is
They're
like,
younger and newer.
We've
yeah.
also leveled up a lot.
Everyone here
Yeah,
is
also true.
leveled out to the max, so
We're like level 20
Yeah,
D&D character.
I
We're
mean,
God.
like level
At this
15 or
point.
higher.
San Sebastian's like our level 1 party.
Yeah.
But like,
One
let's just
still.
do like a base
I'm
level
gonna
comparison.
clear
Elena
attention.
is a martial artist in San Sebastian
Yeah.
and a literal god of gravity in this setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
legitimately.
because she either plays very, very, very dangerous women, or she
useless
plays
men.
Yeah.
Nipples.
Let's be real. I mean,
Himbos.
I'm trying to think, because I think Elena's the first woman I've played. Oh no, my Paulina.
And Red.
Like, I think the most
Yeah,
powerful member
two
of San
candles.
Sebastian is Glory. And really, like, Glory just has super strength.
She's still
It's
soft
okay,
locked for
it
the
has some
moment.
power.
Heavenly Katana's
she's
fast.
fast.
It's a
That's
team.
helpful.
I can just mentally fuck people up.
Echo.
Yeah,
I'm
Fox is
dependent
pretty.
on how
That
you
is
let me
true.
involve my bugs.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, we've got someone who can
You
control
bug people.
bugs. Meanwhile, we've got a
I'm gonna
telekinetic, a
remove-
gravity god, a jack of all trades ability, and freaking storm werewolf. Like,
Yeah, we just gotta unlock the storm werewolf and he'll feel better.
Just
And
wait.
lightning
I
fist.
do have plans for the bugs. Don't worry.
I wasn't worried.
sorry, I don't
I
mean to
love it.
derail this end of session thing, but it's
Oh,
just
it's
like,
fine.
god damn.
I am playing Glory at the lower end of her potential power scale.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, we've got
Now,
We got growth potential.
We'll have
we
to
are
start-
level 1.
We'll have to start the game theory comparisons of Jukebox Justice and San Sebastian.
I don't know how
Oh, if
Silver
you think I
Phantom's gonna
haven't
scale
like
with
been
this team.
theorizing a possible
Yeah.
arc where the two
Oh,
teams
and
have to
straight,
fight
they're going
somehow.
up.
He's our himbo. We love him. We'll yeet him.
That's
Bring the
I
year
love
down.
it.
we're
Okay, sorry.
closer to Echo. I'm gonna remove Insecure.
Hell yeah.
And increase.
Yeah, please get rid of your conditions.
No, I thought I'd keep that.
No, I like them. They're mine.
I could keep
But they're
it and
designer.
clear another potential
I got
track.
they're a
Sure.
memory of this battle.
I mean, if you want to go into another cataclysmic fight, like
Yeah.
I'll
top
remove
down,
Insecure.
sure, be my guest.
One that we've been
We're
blatantly
gonna
ignoring.
increase your superiority and decrease your mundane.
Superior is locked.
But yeah, I was gonna
Wait,
say I
are
don't
you
think those could
influencing
move.
Echo?
I have influence over Echo.
Yeah, but you're. But
I
Echo
grew
should be
closer to.
influencing
Oh,
you.
backwards. I'm backwards.
Oh,
You are influencing my labels.
wow. I just forgot about that. Okay.
It's
We
okay.
forgot
Wait a
about
second,
How
what are
this
you doing?
game is played.
How long have we been
that's
playing
why
this
we
game?
invited Pro to play. He remembers
Over a
the
year.
62
Um,
sessions.
rules.
Plus or minus San Sebastian.
I will say the support from the ladies was just very both humanizing and humbling. So
Sorry.
affectionately, we're going to say mundane up, danger down. Apologies if that leads to a condition.
That can happen.
Hell yeah.
Those ones always seem to fluctuate decently within not death. Danger down, mundane up. Nice.
And after your moment of truth, you get to lock a stat,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It's how my thing got locked. That's okay. It's all coming together.
Got
Due
it.
to the nature of that moment of truth, I'm locking freak.
Fair.
Seems
Got
appropriate.
Max Freak.
Yeah.
I locked Savior when I did mine.
Yeah, I like my savior.
I like that.
I don't know. I still got my
Savior's
second
locked as
wound.
well.
Yeah.
I think I can go next year, because I think I know exactly what I'm going to pick.
Farther away from the team.
Yes, I'm going to go farther away from the team, specifically Echo.
Yeah.
I don't think you can specify, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you're supposed to specify.
Yeah, you take it.
Oh,
somebody.
whose actions make you sad?
Mm-hmm. And you take influence, I think, yeah.
No, I remove influence.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
influenced by Echo, but
No more.
yeah, we're gonna take that away.
I get the feeling this
because-
is probably going to go both ways by the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
session.
I fully anticipate that, but it's also partially just Joe in a state of shock.
No, it
that-
makes sense character-wise. I'm
Yeah.
just laughing
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Joe in a state of shock, like, holy shit, she actually went there.
Yeah.
So
You
yeah, that's
activated
me.
the launch codes.
You
what did you expect would happen?
This is your
I
fault.
didn't expect to activate the launch codes.
Well, then you
I
gotta
don't-
be careful when you're putting tornadoes and portals and yelling
Cynthia
shit at
was
people.
already not happy with him. So I think
Yeah.
it was partly stress, partly feeling like she's not contributing, and partially like, I'll show you how to fucking use your powers effectively.
Mm. Watch how competent I'm about to be. You're never gonna forget it.
She's like,
gonna
I
be
don't
burned into
overreact
that
for a
werewolf
good
mind.
reason.
yeah,
And that reason? Murder. In any case, I am gonna have Cynthia grow closer to the team. Specifically Sylvie, because she's just very happy she's not dead
Yet.
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 Yeah, you definitely threw a wrench into that plan.
Cynthia might actually just go on a straight up murder spree if she dies. So,
Oh,
I mean,
lovely.
She'll die eventually.
also cleared my potential track. So,
Woo!
Unlock your moment of truth again.
What's your last advancement gonna be?
Permanently.
This will probably be the last one.
Oh. Choose wisely.
I need to think about it then.
Take your time.
How many advancements
I'm-
is this for you?
A billion.
I
Yeah.
definitely think you've advanced the most out of all
Yeah.
of us.
Well,
She's
she's been
11.
nice. She's been heroing the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have
You
the
were racking
options
up
that are left
advancement.
for me to take are the only non like you need 5 advancements for it is rearrange your labels, and the rest are unlock your moment of truth again, change playbooks, and retire. I'm not retiring, so it's either moment of truth again or changing playbooks.
Technically speaking, it's retire or become a paragon of the city.
I want to keep playing
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, for Sylvie, I think, and I don't remember if this was a condition, but savior up, danger down for Echo, because she did just save her from what
Fair.
was ultimately her doom. So,
Alas, saviors at 3 and dangers at -2, so she
oh,
does take
lovely.
condition.
Oh,
What conditions do you
Sorry.
have?
She currently has afraid, which I think makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty.
Yeah, that tracks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could also see angry because of Joe.
yeah.
I think she feels more guilty.
I
though.
think
I think
guilty is
freaking out about
stronger.
Hecate.
Being upset with Joe for the questionable battle plan is more like small fries compared to her current.
That's an annoyance
Turmoil.
compared to.
I was honestly planning on having Sylvie retire this session, so I'm not sure what I was gonna.
Oh,
But that threw a bit of a wrench into everything. And I didn't have a backup plan, but I will say Sylvie grew closer to the team. Specifically, Echo. Also, Charlie knows how much I have been planning this session for Sylvie to die or retire.
Whoops. We get to keep her.
I mean, to be fully transparent, there's not that much left of the campaign
Yeah.
anyway, so like trying to
There's still
do a
time.
whole new character at this point
Yeah,
would be
Yeah.
a lot.
No. Yeah.
You can go out with a bang in our last fight.
Yeah.
What is it? The
And then
apocalypse?
Echo becomes a serial killer. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Roxy and Elena just follow Cynthia around trying to
was about to
stop her
say.
from.
It depends on which apocalypse is gonna happen. Let's be real.
Yeah, we could all.
The-
go
If
crazy.
Cynthia
Elena
does go
one.
over the deep end, like
Yeah.
Calamity and Easy
We
Living might
start
try
to run the
rescue her.
mafia, actually,
Coyote.
Yeah.
and
Coyote might just decide, okay, I guess I gotta do this, and just treat her like a villain.
Oh,
yeah,
the
the
angst.
next apocalypse
The angst.
is the space apocalypse.
Yeah.
So
I did have a joke a while
We have
back
to fight
that
our space demons.
future evil version of Echo is more or less Magneto. So
I mean, yeah,
yeah, that tracks.
That tracks
Absolutely, I
with,
could
with
see
the
that.
way things are going.
like a hyper-violent superhero revolutionist.
that, yeah.
Mhm.
Also tying into like the storyline with her dad and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
In any
The
case,
person that
Also,
she
I'm
intentionally
clearing
just straight up
angry.
murders his kid.
Valid.
it was in consideration for a little bit, though I wasn't ever really truly planning to do that. In any case,
I have happy parents.
I'm gonna say danger up, mundane down, because Cynthia's worried.
So Monday
Fair,
can't go any
honestly.
lower.
Oof.
So
Condition.
yeah, condition time. It's
Apologies.
angry or what? Hopeless. Actually, hopeless probably works better.
I was gonna say probably hopeless. So I
Hopeless.
feel like we didn't really leave things off on an angry note.
No,
Sad note.
at least for Sylvie.
What?
My God,
My
I'm
brain-
dying.
So
For some
Rock,
reason, my brain has decided that when you like dusted the huntsman, he like flowed in the direction of the wind and just became like
Yeah.
one of those nuclear shadows on a tree.
yeah, I imagine
Oh.
like his eyes got
That's spooky,
big
I
and
love
like he
it.
started bulging, and then it was like the dust just started like floating away from like his little atoms, like started like just like
Mm-hmm.
off into the wind, and it was like, yeah. I had a very cinematic vision in my head of what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, Roxy grew closer to the team as well. I would say that she grew closest to Echo. She feels like weird, like, did I help? Did I not help with this? I just was trying to help, but also Echo isn't always the best at being vulnerable, and sometimes that is difficult for Roxy. She usually isn't pushing, but she feels like the need to like push in this case. So she felt like she was being a little pushy, but like also Echo might need a little
Pushy for
pushing
good.
right now because she's. I mean, this is a big deal. There's a lot of like trauma on trauma. with
She can tell
Hecate.
Roxy off if she's mad about the pushiness.
She will. That's actually not a problem for her.
That's the boundary.
That's true. That's true. But sometimes Echo just shuts down and doesn't actually like verbalize the boundary. She'll just shut down.
That's also very true. Coping
And
mechanism, avoidance.
yeah, that's what Roxy's more scared of, not the yelling. That Roxy can deal with. The yelling, you're pissing me off because you're probing on shit you're not supposed to, or I don't want you to. That Roxy can deal with. It's the shutting down that she struggles with Echo and the avoidance. So just trying to push, but like not too hard, you know, just a little, like we just need a little push because I've got to be a little vulnerable here because shit's about to get real.
Given all that, I'm probably gonna say danger up, savior down.
Danger is actually locked.
Fair enough.
So nothing
So-
moved.
Nothing moved, so I'm going to clear. I think I'm going to clear insecure, and I'm going to stay kind of a little angry.
Elena's been angry since like session 5.
Elena's like the Hulk, Loki. You know, I know we all think Roxy's the Hulk. I'm pretty sure Elena's the Hulk. Like, Elena's just
Her
gonna
lift
lose.
capacity is much higher since she can
She's-
just change the gravity.
She is gonna lose her shit one day, and it is gonna be way worse than any time Calamity has lost
Space
control.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Hope you had fun. this spicy evening of ours. And have a good week. Eat a snack. Take a nap.
Had a dog.
Pet a dog.
Tell someone you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, give hugs to people that you love and want to hug.
Good. But for now, bye bye.